According to most scholars, the Gospels, as presented in the New Testament, are not first-hand eyewitness accounts. Biblical scholars believe they were first compiled from oral traditions, as well as other earlier sources, and were first written down between 40 and 100 years after the crucifixion of Jesus.
Well, the problem with the Gospels in considering the historical Jesus is that you can't be sure what materials are historical and what aren't. And this debate has been going on for two and a half centuries now. So it's an extremely difficult problem. So we have a whole group of bathers in the wilderness, but in addition, these are also revolutionaries and freedom fighters. That is the unique quality of the Dead Sea Scrolls. They combine both Essene asceticism, bathing, wilderness habitation, and purist ideologies, but they also have the militant, final apocalyptic war vision of the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven to fight the final war against all evil on the earth. That is in the War Scroll.
Could there have been another aspect to Jesus, in addition to the Prince of Peace and salvation as presented in the New Testament? During his last years, the very people he preached to were fighting the Romans for their lives. Perhaps even more importantly, they fought for the conception of the one God upon which their religion was founded.
The situation in Palestine was holy terror. It was horrendous. And we know this from a variety of sources. Now, if you notice in the Gospels, some of Jesus' followers are carrying swords. And when he is asked, should we carry a sword, he says, carry two. So some of Jesus' followers are clearly sword or knife people. One of his associates is called a zealot. Now, one of the problems with the Gospels and the historicity of the Gospels is that the authors are intent on rescuing Jesus from the charge for which he was clearly crucified. That is, the Romans did not crucify blasphemers. But crucifixion was the Roman punishment for political subversion. So he certainly was crucified as a revolutionary. If Jesus was one of these quasi-ascetic, daily bathing, wilderness-dwelling, vegetarian revolutionaries, then obviously the revolutionary aspect could not have been played up in the Gospels as we have them, because that would have made it impossible to circulate these documents in a Roman-oriented world.